Listen, I would never count out Shannon Fraser-Pryce. I have to see.
Neither have I.
I have to see it happen, right?
When she off the podium, I don't see her often, but I'm just saying, I'm with you
Listen, no matter what the form dictates coming in, in an Olympic final, let's say, right? When you see someone pop a block and the 5-10 meters in front of you, know,
Yeah.
how you react.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Paris Today, powered by Flow. I'm your host, Trishana McGowan, and back with me, my favorite duo, Andre Lowe, sports content manager from the Jamaica Observer.
What up?
And 20 prospects, sports reporter, Daniel Blake.
Hello, Trishana.
20 prospects. Yeah, but you're not like that yet? Yeah. 20 prospects? Enough of that now. But guess what? It's Emancipation Day in Jamaica. Happy Emancipation Day to our beautiful and lovely island, gentlemen.
Jamaica love.
I know where you try sing, but Lego the singing. Stick to sports.
I will. Don't worry.
Stick to sport.
Thankfully.
I like that. He said, I will. But I'm not ask no question. But guess what? Our athletes will be in action. The big moment for many Jamaicans, whether far or those here on the land. They might wait for this moment. Track and field will get going tomorrow. We'll also have our swimmer. He was one of our flag bearers. Let's not forget that we have other athletes as well competing. Let us start though on the high note of the women's 100 meters. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, a veteran in the business. She has done this. She has been here. And I love that, like Nike says, she has won it. I love that slogan by Nike. Tia Clayton, what a debut she's about to have at the Olympic Games. Sasha Lee Forbes was slotted in because of the withdrawal of Sharika Jackson. I'm expecting all women to safely advance in the semifinals. I think they are that caliber that will advance to the next round. We'll talk about semis when the time comes, but I'm confident in our three women that they will advance. Gentlemen, I want your views on, the 100 meters for women.
Yeah, I mean, a very interesting situation we have here. Of course, the 100 meters women at the Olympic Games is one of our most dominant events.
Yes, it is.
Right? In fact, the last time a non-Jamaican won this event, Tia Clayton was 4 days old.
4 days.
4 days. Right? So
4 years.
Think about it. Right? 2008 Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, 2012 Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and of course back-to-back victories for Elaine Thompson in 2016 and 2020. And this year, of course, with Sharika's withdrawal, a lot of Jamaicans are going into this event not so sure what to expect. But in Shelly, we have someone who has done it time and time again
and won it,
irrespective of what's happening throughout her season. When it comes to the big stage, the big time, the big moments, she's always present. And I think she's definitely going to play a role when it's all said and done in this event. Sasha Lee Forbes, amazing opportunity for her. When she took that flight to Paris, she was just expecting to run the 4x1s, right?
Yeah.
But here she is now in an Olympic Games with an opportunity to, go one better perhaps. I'm sure she's looking to advance beyond the semifinals and perhaps leave with a personal best. She's 10-9 right now. I'm sure she's trying to lower that a bit. It's going to take some doing, just given all that she has been through this year. And Tia Clayton, a bit of a mystery, right? 10-8 this year.
Mm-hmm.
But from what we have heard, she's going to go much faster in Paris. And so that's the really exciting thing I think that a lot of Jamaicans are looking forward to this event.
And I think, when you look at everything that, the women would have done, like you said, for Jamaica, let us stick to our Jamaican women. We have been spoiled, I think, over, like you said, a decade and more. Danielle, 19-year-old Tia Clayton. Stephen Francis said she could have gone faster. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce might not seem 100%, but we have seen her in this position before. She has gone on to medal. And Sasha Lee Forbes, what an opportunity, drop in our lap. Looking to, I'm sure, capitalize on that.
Yeah, I think all three will comfortably qualify, despite it being Tia's first Olympic Games. When you go into the heats with a 10-8 time, you're automatically the favorite in that heat. Sasha Lee Forbes, despite not going there to necessarily compete in the individual event. She has the times and the form to prove that she can go into the semifinals. Obviously, Shelley and Fraser Price will do the same. But what I'm interested to see is how she sort of approaches it. She hasn't raced since the national championships, so it's to see where she's at. Does she go out and just test out her start, the first 40, first 60, or does she kind of just cruises through the entire thing to kind of ensure that nothing really acts up? So I definitely see our three women qualifying quite comfortably and getting enough rest to come back for that semi-final.
I agree with you. I think for me though, with Shelley, we all can agree. She has done this so often that she knows how to. And that will help her. Tia Clayton, like you said, gentlemen, what a moment this will be for her at 19 years old. I think other than Veronica Campbell-Brown and others that we would have witnessed being on this stage of their career at 19.
Yeah.
Truly big moment.
A bit of a bounce back for her too. Let's not forget that even though she was overshadowed somewhat, let's use that word, by her birth twin, Tina, over the last few years at Boys and Girls Champs, she really was the faster of the two in the earlier years. And I remember when she made the move to MVP, I'm having a conversation with Coach Francis, and he was basically saying, he was really excited about the ceiling, Tia's ceiling, and what he could probably unlock. And we're seeing that right now, and we're looking forward to seeing that from Tina as well.
Yep.
And I think this is going to be for her a massive championship, a sort of a breakout for her, and it's really exciting.
Yeah. In our previous show, we spoke about the absence of Shericka Jackson. You have 20 prospects, but in that 20 prospects, one of the medals, you said you had one medal penciled in for the women's 100 meters, right?
I had two.
For us from that.
From the 100, yes.
And you had one?
Remember, when I was being very conservative, yes, I had one.
Okay. No, with Shericka out, Sasha Lee in, Tia Clayton, as well as Shelley and Fraser Price set to face the starter in the heats. Where does that leave?
Listen, I would never count out Shelley and Fraser Price. I have to see it happen, right?
When she off the podium, I don't see her often, but I'm just saying, I'm with you.
Listen, no matter what the form dictates coming in, in an Olympic final, let's say, right? When you see someone pop a block and there's 5-10 meters in front of you, how you react, we don't know how you're going to react. So some of these people who are running 10.7s and projected to run 10.6 and whatever, we don't know how they're going to react when they say Shelley and Fraser Price. Yeah, someone who they know is a closer as well, no, right? Pop the block on the 10 meters in front of them. So I'm not going to rule out Shelley and Fraser Price. I certainly do think that once she makes it through the rounds and she's in that medal round, she is a factor. And if what we're hearing about Tia is in fact true, kind of doubt front of one, because boy, front of trick me the other day with Shericka. But anyway, if what we're hearing about
front of put the man for the fence.
No, if what we're hearing about Tia is true, and I have really no reason to seriously doubt what I'm hearing and what I've seen already, right? She's certainly as well going to be a contender.
I agree. Daniel, your final take before we go to the other events that will be happening, of the possibility of us grabbing 2 medals still.
Yeah, Shelley and Fraser Price is a proven performer. No matter her form heading into any championship, she always seems to find the podium. Tia Clayton, as we've mentioned, her form coming in, what we've heard about and seen in training, she should also be part of that. No, it's not to count out the likes of Shakiri, Julian, Alfred, and the others. But it's
part of it as well.
Yeah, but it's to show that, one, experience really matters, and quality in Shelley, and Tina's improvement, massive improvement, shows that this could be a legit opportunity for two.
Actually, I'm happy you mentioned Julian and Shakiri and whatever, because the person I'm really, of course, Shakiri, you know what to expect. She's now a world champion, and she has developed a level of trust and confidence in her own abilities, and seems to be a little more focused, right? She's very dangerous. The world leader, clearly, right? But Julian Alfred is someone who I believe we have to pay very keen attention to. She's what, 10-7 already? And based on what I saw in the 100 meters here on Jamaican soil and in that subsequent 200 meters, how she looked just coming off that curve, she's in really good form. And I think she's going to also play a major role. And let's not forget that Shakira's club mates, TT Terry,
Melissa,
as another girl, Jefferson, these are also really quality athletes as well, and quite a few others, Mary, Jose Talou, Dina.
The field is good because for me, before our Jamaican Sharika Jackson, picked up that injury, and we have now Sasha Lee stepping up. I always had one medal for us. Yes, I did. I only had one medal for us in the women's event, and I'm not sure who it will be. And I'm still not sure which one of our Jamaican women it will be. And frankly speaking, I don't matter once we're on the podium, but I always had Julian Alfred splitting something, whether it be the Americans, the Jamaicans, Dina. I love Dina as a seasoned campaigner as well. But Julian Alfred is our girl. She trained here. We kind of adopt her. She's from St. Lucia, but she's ours. I factor in Danielle to be one of the person splitting somebody. I don't know who she's going to split. You agree?
I can't disagree, but I'm hoping that...
For what?
I'm hoping that she doesn't split. But it wouldn't, as I said, it wouldn't be a surprise if she does, knowing her form. But I do believe we have a good shot at getting 2 medals in the event.
I agree with that. But guess what? We'll talk a lot more about the women's 100 meters because the ladies are going to qualify for the next round. So no worry. Let us go to another event because we're in a number of events on the opening day. And may I say this, I don't know if it's a heavy heart or we must start about it. But our comment section can also, share their views. I personally do not believe we have gotten to the stage where we have taken the mixed relays serious. I might have a problem with that. But I think we should have a quartet that should get us to the next round. But let me hear your take on it.
I mean, unfortunately, I think being absent from the men's 4x4 will certainly force us to be a lot more serious as far as the mixed relays is concerned. I never quite got it. I never quite understood why we always seem to kind of have it as a stepchild. It's still a medal, right? But I do believe we have a fairly decent chance of, getting to the finals and, of course, pushing for a medal in that event.
Daniel?
Well, I'm not going to put any egg in that basket.
So that's not one of your prospects?
No, and it's because of history.
That in the 20 prospects?
While, yes, we have no men's 4x4 team, I don't think that the athletes or maybe even the coaches see the mixed 4x4 as something great. So whereas, for example, Team America, they legitimately have maybe 8 or 10 athletes who aren't in the main team but could still run great 4x4 legs. Yes, we do have Zanjian Barnes and Janet Knight who are pretty decent runners, but I wouldn't necessarily see us as one of the favorites, especially knowing when you think about someone like Femke Bol, who is in the 400-meter hurdles and is willing to compete in the 4x4. So I do see us qualifying for sure, but I would not classify us as a medal hopeful in that event.
All right, like I said, I hope they will at least get to the final since we're not take the assignment, on a serious level. But again, we have a lot of events that our athletes will be in on the track. But guess what? Our flag bearer in Josh Curlew, he will be in the pool. Daniel is known to be good at swimming. So I had never seen him yet. But Daniel, Josh in the pool.
Yeah, it's great that we have representation in the pool. We've done it ever since, I believe, 1996. We've consistently competed. The thing about Josh is that I think he's only going to target a personal best because he qualified off the universality rule, which means that he had a time and the IOC said, okay, we want as much countries to participate as possible. So there's So he has no pressure in terms of being a medal favorite or even getting to the semis or anything like that. And the men's 100-meter butterfly is also a very stacked field.
Yeah.
You have the Australians like Matthew Temple and Armburster. So he's just going there literally for the experience. He told Robert that he's there to have fun. So it's just about getting his personal best and representing well.
I know we're wrapping up, but critically, I think
Come, I'm just gonna ask you if you can swim.
long time. I'm on a friend from us by the seaside.
Warrant the
Come on. But critically for Josh, it's very important that we're having this continuation, all right, from Aliyah and those before her. And I think his participation will certainly help the sport locally, right? Because a lot of kids are looking up to him and Sabrina Lynn or other competitors in swimming. And it's just, this is what the Olympics is all about, advancing the sport in the various structures.
I agree. Initially, to like how we had our judo representative in Ashley McKenzie. We have Yona Knight to come in the diving. So we're not just about the track and field. We are diverse in our team. And I love to see it. But gentlemen, thank you once again. I hope we will see a lot of semi-finalists and finalists because we have Lamar Distin in the women's high jump, Samantha Hall in the discus, Rahindra Campbell in the men's shot put, Shanika Ricketts, Akilah Smith, and Kimberly Williams in the women's triple jump qualification, Natalia Gould, Adele Tracy in the women's 800. So we have a stacked morning. So make sure no wake up, no matter go sleep, right? Wake up. Don't bother late for work though. But you'll be watching.
Of course, absolutely.
And you'll be watching. And I hope you will join me back to talk about our first day on the track and so on and in the pool. But thank you so much for watching another Paris Today. I am Trishana Magon, your host. And remember, this is powered by Flow.
Au revoir.
We're adult. Yes.
Oh, I thought you had the final word. I wasn't going to say anything
You
else.
learn some French now, youth.
Him no Spanish. So we'll crucify him. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Jamaica Observer's YouTube channel and follow them on all the social media platforms. And you can leave your comments, chime in on the conversation, share your views. Thank you so much for watching. Do join us again next time.
Happy emancipation.